Alright, ladies and gentlemen, this is Sports Dom coming back with another video. And this is my Buffalo Sabres at Detroit Redwings post-game recap. So the Sabres looked old and slow, even though they're the youngest team in hockey. They looked old and slow against Detroit. No energy, no heart, no care in the world. In a must-win game. This is a team we're chasing for the playoffs. And now we're 5 points out. Uh, could have been 1 point out with a win. Now we're 5 points out, and it doesn't get any easier. But they did recall Devin Levi from the Rochester Americans, so that I think he can steal us a couple. I think calling him up shows they don't have any confidence in Eric Comrie. I think it's going to be Lukin and Levi will be the goalies on this Western trip. And to be honest, I hope we don't ever have to see Eric Comrie in the nets ever again for the Buffalo Sabres. Um, Hopefully, and Lukin and Devin Levi's played great. He has a .927 save percentage down in Rochester. I don't think it's going to be more than a year than he's down there. I don't think, to be honest, I don't think he'll be down there next year. He's 11-5-3 with a .927 save percentage in 19 games, uh, including a 41 save victory in his most recent performance against Toronto on Friday. The 22-year-old started the season in Buffalo and went 9-7-2 with an 8.91 save percentage in 20 appearances. The Sabres continue a 5-game road trip with back-to-back games in Seattle and Vancouver on Monday and Tuesday, respectively. So I think he's going to play one of them. And I think it's Monday against Seattle. We haven't beaten Seattle in their entire career. And to be honest, right now, I don't think it matters. We have a good opportunity to get our first win against them, but I don't think it's going to matter. I think Levi probably will start against the Seattle Kraken in Seattle, but uh, I, I just it's going to be too tough now. Uh, they were coming off of a 3-game winning streak. Thought they could get 4 because Detroit was on a 7-game losing streak, including one of those to us a couple games ago. But uh, it just they come in the first period they looked awesome, but after that, the second and third, Detroit took that game over, and that was it. That was that. So Detroit took it to them in the second period too. So let's recap this right now. Uh, Goals: Buffalo Sabres 1, Detroit Red Wings 4. Shots: Sabres 26, Red Wings 26 block shots. Buffalo 13, Detroit 13. Hits: Buffalo Sabres 28, Detroit Red Wings 26. Face-offs: Sabres 25, Red Wings 29. Power play goals: Buffalo 1, Detroit 0. Penalty minutes: Buffalo Sabres 4, Detroit Red Wings 4. Scoring: in the first period at 11:22, it was Buffalo's Tage Thompson, his 20th of the season, on the power play. Assisted by Rasmus Dahlin, his 35th, and Alex Tuch, his 24th. And it's 1-0 Buffalo after 1. And then in the second period at 5:35, it was Detroit's Christian Fischer, his 3rd of the season, assisted by Kopp, his 19th, and Moritz Seider, his 28th, and it's 1-1. And then the game winner at 17:40 of the second period, it was Detroit's Patrick Kane, his 14th of the season, assisted by former Sabre JT Compher, his 22nd, and Shane Gostisbehere, his 34th, and after 2, it's a 2-1 Red Wing lead. And then in the third period at 13:52, it was Detroit's Daniel Sprong, his 17th, assisted by Fabry, his 12th, and it's 3-1 Red Wings. Very soft goals Luukkonen let in. Very, very soft goals. I was disappointed not only with the team, but I was disappointed with Luukkonen. And I think that, he had a stretch last year where he was good and then he shit all over himself. I think that may be happening at this moment. And I think Levi may be here. And if Levi continues to have his .921 or .931 save percentage, he could Luukkonen may have to look over his shoulder. But that's a good problem to have, though. Having 2 quality goalies is a good problem to have. And then at 18:53, the empty netter, it was Detroit's Lucas Raymond, his 20th of the season, assisted by Rasmussen, his 16th, and Kopp, his 2nd of the game, his 20th of the season. 4-1, the Detroit Red Wings get the win in Detroit over the Buffalo Sabres. Penalties. In the first period at 7:09, it was Buffalo's Eric Robinson, 2 minutes for hooking. And then at 11:06, it was Detroit's Patrick Kane, 2 minutes for tripping. And then in the second period at 55 seconds, it was Detroit's Michael Rasmussen, 2 minutes for interference. And then at 10:01, it was Buffalo's Rasmus Dahlin, 2 minutes for roughing. So Monday we play the Seattle Kraken, who come in at 28, 26, and 12. They're on a little bit of a downfall. And the Buffalo Sabres come in at 32, 31, and 5. But we haven't beaten them yet in their team history. I think we're like 0-5 against them. So hopefully we can get our first win against them. Then Tuesday night we're in Vancouver, who we lost to in Buffalo 1-0. So hopefully we can beat them too. They come in at 42, 18, and 8. And then we're at Edmonton on Thursday, who we beat already once a couple weeks, on March 9th, 3-2 in a shootout. That's the game we had to beat them twice. And then on Sunday, we're at Calgary, and then we go on a 5-game homestand. So, our homestand includes Ottawa, New Jersey, Toronto, Washington, and Philadelphia. So, you can't give up. You can't give up. You still got to believe. I mean, we are only 5 points out. Teams can go into slumps. Look at Detroit. They were in one. They came out of it, but the Islanders lost too, but they get a point. It's going to be tough, especially when we got teams like Seattle and stuff that we got to beat. We need 2 points against Seattle. They're a Western team, so giving them a point isn't going to mean nothing for us, but we need 2 points in the standing. So, guys, comment in the comment section below on what you think. And as always, if you like my videos, like, subscribe, and hit that bell notification so you don't miss a video. This is Sports Dom. Peace. Go Sabres. Let's get our first win against the Seattle Kraken in Seattle. And let's end this not being able to beat the Seattle Kraken bullcrap. But I was very disappointed in Ukko-Pekka Shitinen, and I was disappointed in the whole team. They looked like they were going to run away with it in the first period, but in the second and the third, Detroit just took that game over. And it's too late this year, but in the offseason, we got to fire Don Granato. We got to get rid of the whole coaching staff. Bring in a coach. He'll hire his own staff. And we got to do something to get these kids rolling again and get into the playoffs. All you got to do is get in. If you get in, good things can happen. Ask the 2023 Arizona Diamondbacks. They snuck in barely because another team lost. They went in on a 4-game losing streak and then swept through Milwaukee, swept through the Dodgers, beat the Philadelphia Phillies in one of the most exciting NLCSs I've seen in a long time, and then went all the way to the World Series where they eventually lost to the Texas Rangers. But they got in and they got hot, and good things happened. I think that can happen with the Buffalo Sabres. We need a coach that gets them ready to play day in and day out. But guys, comment, like, subscribe. Go Sabres. Beat the Seattle Kraken.